1 week before Carlos proposed, I looked at my best friend and said, I think it's happening. She turned bright red. And in that moment, I knew I should probably stop asking questions. But even with all the signs, I couldn't let myself believe it was real. Because everything I'd been through, I never imagined God would fully answer a prayer like this. Guys, I'm gonna tell you the spiel, okay? The BTS, everything you need to know, because why not? I wanna be able to look back on this anyways too. So, I did type everything down because I don't want to get lost in the sauce. It's a whole bunch of stuff that has happened. So I want to share and be open and honest with you guys and be very vulnerable with some stuff. So lock in. Yeah, I guess like most of you guys already know that Carlos and I had been dating from, we started talking August, September, our birthday month, and then eventually started dating in October. Like our relationship has generally become one of the biggest testimonies in my life. And I'm not saying it's perfect because it's not. We're very much human and imperfect, but it's just crazy how the Lord works, truly. I've definitely been through some difficult seasons in my life that I do not wish on anybody, nor do I want to repeat. But I guess if I had to make a decision and go through everything all over again in order to meet Carlos, I definitely would. But at the end of the day, God really had a different plan. He has a plan for all of us. So I just fully submitted to his plan, and that's it. Here we are today. So but I did, like, looking back, it's kind of funny because I knew, guys, like I knew he was gonna propose that weekend, but like I also didn't want to believe, you know, like I didn't want to make it, like I didn't want it to be real. Like I did, but like I was like, wait, I'm not, like, wait. But at the end of the day, looking back, there were signs everywhere, and I was like reflecting this past week, but I was like, let me share it with my YouTube because y'all fam. So we kind of started going to gardens like probably 2 months before he actually proposed, and I was like, I would tell him if I ever get proposed to, like I would want it to be in nature, no matter what that looked like. I definitely didn't want like the big signs, tacky signs, sorry, but I can't deal with that. I can't deal the beach. Like I live in Miami and everybody and their mom gets proposed to on the beach. Like I just want to be different. I am different, and I think it's okay to have specific expectations, right? Because I never even thought about, like, before Carlos, I've never even been like the type to be like, oh, weddings, before God, honestly, because I was in the world for a really, really long time and accepting things that I probably shouldn't have, but God is good. He's king. And it's so funny because he actually used to pretend to propose, and guys, I kid you not, this man was getting on one knee and in agonizing pain he would like crunch down and not be able to, like, you know, like he would land on his knee lightly, and I guess like his body weight would, like, I don't even know, but it would hurt him so bad that it made me laugh. Like even if I would laugh, I would actually feel really terrible because like he's, you know, pretending. But it was really funny because he would be in agonizing pain. Like I can't make this up. I can't. So a week before the Orlando trip, I met up with Brie after church. We had like we went to Macondo in Miami, and we were having brunch or lunch or whatever, and I fully told her, like, I told Brie, I was like, dude, I think it's happening this weekend, and she turned red, like, and I'm like, let me just not keep, like, I'm gonna ruin it for myself. So I just changed the topic immediately, and we just continued to have lunch. Happened that same week, Carlos literally kept insisting for me to get my nails done and buy a new dress. Like he was telling me to buy a new dress like 2 weeks before, but that week before he was like insisting. He sent me, I was like, oh, like what should I do to my nails? Because we were going to Epic Universe and Universal, so I was like, oh, let me get the Mario theme. He was looking at me like, girl, he literally went, what? Like I was like, okay, I guess I won't. What should I get then? I knew, guys. And he literally sends me a pic and I'm gonna put it here, and I'm like, gang, that literally gives that you're gonna propose. It's just like you're plotting, but it's not plotting because I know, you know. And I had been looking for a dress 2 weeks before, nothing, whatever. Like I would go every day after work for like an hour to the mall, and I was like, I was like, gang, I can wear a dress that I have at home. It's okay, right? But no, he was insisting, and I think it was literally the day before we left to Epic Universe that we were able to find a dress. Crazy. Okay, this is like, I think number 4. I think this is number 4, like sign number 4. guys, we share each other's location, right? So this was me thinking, like, I honestly, the week before, again, I didn't want to believe it. And I also don't check my Sims as much as like Brianna. So I was like, I just don't. Like, I don't check people's location as much as my friends. They're crazy. But I don't know, like, I didn't really think to check his location. I never do that, because once he gets out of work, he always meets me at my house. You know, we hang out. But that Thursday, I think it was, he apparently left early from work, and he texted me like around 4 p.m. He was like, oh, I'm passing by the office. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, like, I passed by honking. I'm like, bro, I'm literally so busy at work, I can't. Carlos, come on. But that day was the day that he picked up the ring. But I didn't know. I know this now. You guys know? You guys catching my drift? So I literally had no clue. And in my mind, before we left the trip, I was like, guys, he hasn't even gotten the ring yet. Like, I can't be tripping. But like, I have this feeling like maybe he sent a friend or something, you know, that type of stuff. And like, just seeing each other every day, he works full time. Like, there's no way that he's gonna get it without me realizing. He was sneaky with that one. So the next day, like the Friday, we drive up to Orlando super early. Like, we left around 4 a.m. We get to Epic Universe, and as we're walking towards the entrance of Epic Universe, he's like, babe, I have an email. He shows me the email, and it's from the business that we had gone to, that we saw the ring. We wanted something exactly like it, but like very personalized, whatever. And they were saying that, oh, we're so sorry, your ring isn't gonna be ready for like 2 to 4 weeks. Right. Is this AI, or did you like ask somebody to do it? Like, that's what was going on in my head. And I was like, I'm not gonna do it. He was like, I've got her for sure. That's for certain. But in my head, I was like, So after he showed me the email, whatever, we go to the park. The next day we go to Universal. And then finally Sunday. So Sunday arrives, and something was like weird, different, right? Not in a bad way, like definitely in a good way, but he was like mute. He's never mute. Yeah, if y'all know Carlos. We eventually get to the garden, and literally except for stopping and smelling the roses, Carlos was like bolting. Like, where are we going? Like, we just got here. Can we like vibe? Mind you, I was wearing like the platform sandals, the heel sandals, you know? This man was speeding. We finally reached this like beautiful, like, y'all saw the pictures, like fountain, roses around. But there was like this photographer in the corner taking a picture of a girl just like swaying her dress, being beautiful. Love you, Jenna. I was like, Carlos, like, that kind of feels awkward. Like, they're taking pictures. I don't want them to go through like, you know, the extra editing step to remove us from the background. Let's just come back later, like, whatever. But little did I know they were for us. Like, actually, like, I did not expect him to get any type of photographer, let alone content creator, but it was literally for us. So as we were walking around the fountain in the center, he just like kept taking pictures of me, but also texting at the same time. And I was like, gotta be kidding me. Like, you're texting and taking pictures of me, like, and I have this like nervous feeling, like, what's going on? Eventually, like, I saw this tree, and this tree was like probably my height, and it had a singular rose, and I pointed it out to Carlos, and he was like, oh, funny you say that, and starts sprizzing me up, period. And I get like, when I get nervous, like, I start to giggle. I feel like most of my friends know that, especially my best friends. Like, I get like, if it's something that's not, I don't know, like, if it's not like an argument or like we're fighting, like, if it's something that I can anticipate or nervous about, like, I will giggle. So eventually he starts like flirting with me and like telling me these beautiful things, giving me a speech, and I'm giggling because like I have a feeling that it's coming. So he eventually like adjusts me, and I'm like, this is so weird, why are you moving me? And then he grabs my purse and he's like, oh, like, I'm gonna put this down. And then that's exactly like, I knew after that, like, I knew it's about to happen. He's about to get on one knee. He like looked at me and he's like, why are you laughing? I'm like, bro, because I'm nervous. Like, I know what's coming. Guys, as he got down on one knee, I was like, Lord, please do not let his knee hurt. Give him all the strength in this moment. Because I would have literally, it would have been a very funny moment if he like crouched down in pain. But then, ladies and gentlemen, he pulled out the ring and I completely lost it. I got so emotional. Like, a girl, look at that thing. Like, period. Do y'all see that? Oh no, lock in. Okay, I'll show you guys eventually, but beautiful ring. Don't even get me started. You know, like after he shared beautiful words with me, he showed me the verse that's engraved in the ring, which is Ruth 1:16-17. The most beautiful verse. I'm gonna read it to you guys because duh. But Ruth replied, "Don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me severely if I allow anything but death to separate us." I love this man. Truly, 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 truly. That's my best friend though. But we did spend the rest of the afternoon just like taking pictures, taking advantage of the time that we had in the beautiful garden that we barely got to like explore. Shout out to the photographer and the content creator because they captured this season so beautifully. And I'll make sure to link down all their information down below because they did an exceptional job. Like truly. Ladies, if you guys are watching this, I love you. Thank you again. Funny enough, guys, a few days later, Carlos fully surprised me again with an engagement party, which he planned, and the girlfriends, all of my girls, sneaky, all of them executed the most amazing, like, afternoon to celebrate us. So, I just feel blessed, okay? Life is good. I have the best friends ever. It's not luck, y'all. It's God, okay? And he works behind the scenes for us every single day. Don't you forget it. But I do want to mention that if you're in a waiting period or if you're in a season where it's like you're patiently waiting, don't feel discouraged. I feel like the internet loves to put marriage in a pedestal and like have it as a fairy tale. It's beautiful to see, don't get me wrong, but we have to understand that it's so much deeper than that and how incredibly blessed we are to even find somebody who is like-minded, similar interests, willing to grow with you, willing to be there for you no matter what. Such a blessing. And I'm so happy that I've been able to find somebody that really truly is a God-fearing man and is willing to be there for me through every step of life. Like no matter what that looks like. Like he's gonna be there for me. And we've talked about it. We continue to learn, we continue to grow, and it's just beautiful. Amazing. So yeah, y'all, pray for somebody that will lead you back to Christ because that's the greatest gift of all. And yes, fiance does sound better than boyfriend.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another